Good morning. This is Hammersmith Chess Club Junior Hour in 5 minutes or so. And this video is a brief summary of a game between John Ludwig Hammer and Magnus Carlsen played in the year 2003 during the Junior World Championship. They played, I guess, in the under 13 or so section. Ludwig Hammer was at that time 13 years old, Magnus Carlsen 12 years. The under 20 championship, interestingly, in that year was won by Medvedevov, who's now number 11 in the world. And the year before had been won by Aronian. And many years before it had been won by Tony Miles. And there are even 4 world champions among the winners of the under 20 Junior World Championship, Spassky, Karpov, Kasparov and Anand, while amazingly Magnus Carlsen never became Junior World Champion. But a year after that game, he already was Grandmaster. So the game starts as a Perk, unusual with knight f3, but Perk can be achieved in very different ways. It is a very special variation of the Perk defense where white develops his queen knight to d2. And on d2, it's not a good place because it blocks the bishop. And in this game, actually, we see that it will be blocked until very close to the final end. So it develops in the very normal way, and there are many games in the internet which can be seen. So with knight h5, black develops ideas to take over the initiative on the king's side. And already now, with the bishop to move away, the bishop moved to b5, which was a mistake. It should have gone to c4, where it was protected. But being on b5, it's unprotected, and this allows black to find a nice tactical finesse by threatening mate with queen g5. This can be prevented by knight g4, but now, of course, the bishop is hanging on b5. With the bishop on c4, this whole tactical finesse would not have been possible. Queen takes b5. Now white realizes it has to develop the queen side pieces, threatens bishop f4. White gives a check on e2, and already now Magnus Carlsen had the end of the game, the pattern in mind with which he was able to finish the game. And this is the position where I think everyone should remember how such a pattern could start. So with the move rook to the open file e8, it is not the best move, but with that he indicates, or it is an indication, he doesn't openly tell to his opponent, but maybe his opponent was not aware of that pattern, that indeed he wants to mate white. White makes a mistake by moving the bishop to e3. He should better have pushed the queen away, because now after bishop e3, black can take on e2, and it's already too late for white to push away the knight. The knight will not go away because queen h5 ends the game. John Ludwig Hammer resigned because the only way to prevent an immediate mate is by taking the queen, and then it will be the rook which gives the final push. So this is the famous Anastasia's mate, where the king is mated by either queen or rook on a rook's file, and the king is prevented to escape from the opponent's knight and from one of his own pawns. So that was a wonderful game of the young Magnus Carlsen, even though his opponent, John Ludwig Hammer, at that time was already way behind in playing strength.